World War massacre of thousands of Polish war prisoners by the Soviet secret police is taking place in Russia's Smolensk region. Prime Minister Vladimir Putin and his Polish counterpart Donald Tusk are attending the memorial at Katin, a village on the border between the two countries where some of the killings happened. More than 20,000 Polish war prisoners were executed by the Soviet secret police in 1940. This is live video you're looking at right now of the ceremony there. Moscow says that Katin Memorial should become a place to remember both Polish and Soviet victims of Stalin's repressions, as thousands of Soviet political prisoners were also executed there. Moscow and Warsaw have set up a special commission to pore through the detail of all the official archive documents. The aim is to complete a full, accurate and factual account of what really happened there. RT's Katerina Azarova looks back at the tragedy.
A cover-up. Such is the true nature of this forest. In the 1930s, Soviet security officials planted these trees in order to hide the mass graves of thousands of political and war prisoners that were executed and buried here, the very fact of their deaths denied for decades.
The machine of Stalin's totalitarian regime operated in secrecy, with details still coming out today. But what could have remained a national tragedy became international when over 20,000 Polish officers were executed in 1940. Katyń was one of the 4 locations where the Poles were murdered. The Soviet Union denied any responsibility and even tried to blame Nazi forces for the killings. But a document released by Russian President Boris Yeltsin in the 1990s clearly showed the signature of Joseph Stalin on the execution order. An apology was made, documents were released, and monuments erected, everything necessary, it might seem, to lay this tragic past to rest. But not everyone is prepared to let bygones be bygones.
There are some Polish politicians who actually do not want any apologies from Russia. They need apologies from Russia to continue bashing Russia. And there are some people who made their political careers on anti-Russian propaganda in Poland.
These political mind games, however, affect not only official relations between Russia and Poland.
My son's wife often went abroad with groups of tourists. She didn't want to go to Russia, the Soviet Union, for a long time. But when she finally went there and saw everything with her own eyes, she said the people were great, but she didn't like the political regime.
To this day, many in Poland cannot forgive Russia for the Katyń massacre, and not just because of the killings themselves.
The Katyń affair in the Polish society, in Polish national consciousness, in my view, has 2 dimensions. One is devoted to the mass crime, mass killing of more than 20,000 of Polish officers. The second dimension is an experience of institutionalized lie that has been developed and carried for 50 years.
Poland demands that all archives be opened in order that the complete truth be revealed and any surviving perpetrators be brought to justice. But politicians may not be seeing the wood for the trees. Katyń was a tragedy that has been acknowledged and mourned, as the bell that tolls here every morning testifies. Katerina Azarova, RT.